Hey, everybody. Hi, Joey, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you
I
just
cannot hear
beautifully.
myself. My headphones are doing it again.
Oh,
that's the worst feeling in the world.
It's like having a bad sinus
I don't
infection.
know what to do about it, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to unplug everything here in my little communication device and see if I can get something going. And if not, Joey, we're going to have to figure this out. So, hey, everybody, welcome. It is Wednesday. I'm taking the headphones off for just a minute. It is Wednesday. We are WMNF, WMNF.org, 88.5, and we are just excited as we can all be to be here today. And if you've noticed, if you've been listening, today is a special kind of day here in the studio, Joey.
It is indeed. We are asking for your support.
Yeah? What kind of support is
for
that,
the
Joey?
support that we need.
What kind of support,
to
Joey?
keep this station open and running.
Open for business.
And so we need a very specific thing, Mario.
Yeah?
It's called money.
Okay.
And so, folks, this is going to be our fund drive day. We're kicking off our fund drive. We are excited. We are positive.
Yes.
And we are looking for you to help us.
And my headphones are dead. So, Joey.
Well, you sound great, baby.
I do. Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
can't even imagine. But you know what? We've already got some donations, Joey, right up at the top. And that's what happens when you seed the clouds a little bit early. You know, we have the distinction of being only the third show in fundraising as the fundraising week progresses, right? Because
Yes.
it's all week until next Tuesday.
Yes.
7 days worth. We are the third live show that is asking for your pledges and your donations. And the first show that kicks it
Today.
off. Yep. The first show that kicks it off live, of course, is Midpoint with Shelley Reback, and Shelley is a beast.
She was killing it.
Can we talk about that?
Well, she has an amazing show.
Yeah.
It is very different than what we do, but it is so desperately needed in our community now. Vital to the community.
Yep.
And I am endlessly impressed with Shelley's work on that show. And I told her before I was ever a programmer here that I was the president of her fan club.
That's right.
She's great.
And she always meets her fundraising goals because she's got that kind of an audience, and we know we do too.
And she's that kind of person to be on her game.
Strong.
Organized.
Strong in the fundraising.
And making it happen.
Strong in the fundraising.
Yeah,
I can also say that, listen, right after Shelley, there's a bell for you, Shelley. Right after Shelley comes Talking Animals. And Duncan's pretty strong too.
Absolutely. He's been doing it a long time.
Beverly and Flea are in there, and they're working their thing. And of course, it's
been a great morning.
He'll be in here in a few minutes.
Let's keep it going.
To read a couple of thank you notes, I'm sure, because that's what happens. The pledges come in at the close of the hour, so that we find ourselves having to then go and it kind of we tip into the next hour's broadcast, and we thank those last few donors that came in.
But you want to take care of a little personal business first, right?
Yeah, let's. I kind of do. I kind of do.
Go ahead.
I would be remiss. Now, listen. Today is a high energy and fun kind of a show. But I would be remiss if I didn't say at least, and you guys know this because if you listen to us each and every week, Joey and I we love films, we love movies, we love TV. We're of the age when TV was a real important part of our lives, Joey. Mm-hmm. And we lost a big, gigantic. On my Mount Rushmore of the greatest actors in American film history would be Robert Duvall.
Yes.
I have others that I would put up there, but certainly Robert Duvall would be up there.
Yes.
His prolific and prodigious catalog of movies.
Yes.
Thank goodness that we have them because we'll watch them forever and ever, but we lost him this week.
Yes, and here's a word for you, a cineast. A cineast is someone who studies film and is a big fan. I am one of those people, and I will tell you that Duvall is one of the greatest actors ever to come out of this system. And for those folks who are listening, if you are, Duvall, we forget he starts off as Boo Radley.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Mockingbird. Easy for me to say. And he goes on. We forget about the roles he had. We forget that he was Frank Burns in MASH. We forget that he was in Apocalypse Now, and he could
the Great Santini?
Smell the napalm in the morning, right? And all those things. But I'm going to suggest for our audience very quickly and for you these three things. And that is, first of all, he received his Academy Award for Tender Mercies. And if you've never seen Tender Mercies, ladies and gentlemen,
incredible.
Please see that movie. It is an amazing performance. The other one is Wrestling Ernest Hemingway. a film that
My personal favorite.
is did not do well with the theaters, but I tell you what, here's what's transformative. That film, he becomes an elder Cuban man in Miami, and to witness that transformation is astounding. It really is astounding. He's a retired barber. You can smell the talc and witch hazel on him when he's on screen. Yes, go ahead.
He actually lived with Andy Garcia in Miami.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
he was one of those method actors that immersed himself in
That's
the culture and community, and that's what made him so great. But
I've known 1,000 guys in West Tampa who was that guy.
There's a tender scene in that movie, and Ray Villadonga, rest in peace, former WMNF programmer,
Right.
sang a song about West Tampa and the old men and their toupees and smell of cigars.
That's right.
There's a tender scene in that movie, Wrestling Ernest Hemingway, where he shaves Richard Harris in the movie.
That's right.
And it is just an amazing scene.
It's an amazing
Please,
scene. And then finally, the last one is The Apostle. The Apostle is a film that he wrote himself. It was a personal project he directed. It's very close to my heart. It's about the life of evangelicals in the South who grow up in white and black communities together. And folks, if you've not seen that film, do yourself a favor.
Could have easily won an Academy Award for that portrayal
Absolutely.
as well. But
Yeah.
and we'll end it because then we've got to get to fundraising. But we'll end it with and I'll also mention Jesse Jackson in just a moment. We'll end it with this quote that I'm going to do my best Robert Duvall impersonation, which is going to come up way short. But it was, and if Robert Duvall was known for all of those movies that you mentioned,
Right.
anytime you saw him with a pair of chaps and a cowboy hat on, you knew that movie was going to be incredible.
absolutely.
So he
Yeah.
did one with Kevin Costner called Open Range.
That's right.
And in this particular movie, there's a scene. I think this is poignant, what I'm about to read to you. He's grieving the loss of a close friend. He's standing over the burial site, the wooden cross and the mound of dirt. And he takes off his hat. And as the prairie wind blows around him, he offers this send-off to his dear friend. He says, "We're all travelers in this world, from the sweet grass to the packing house. Birth till death, we travel between the eternities." And I think that just says it all, right?
That's great.
That says it
Yeah.
all. So,
Yeah.
so we offer one for Robert Duvall and
Yes.
for Jesse Jackson, and they say they come in threes. And I don't know who the third
And
one is
Jesse
gonna be.
Jackson, what an incredible individual who took a lot of heat for being who he was, and who his Rainbow Coalition. And I tell you what,
Push.
He dedicated his life to the cause.
He was standing on the balcony when Martin Luther King Jr.
That's right.
was assassinated. So that's all we need to say about that. As we shift gears now into the high energy love fest that is raising funds here for our show, The Conversation, let me say that if any of the stuff that we've just mentioned about Robert Duvall resonates with you, or Jesse Jackson, if you'd like to make a donation today in their honor, in their honor, when you call in, and the number I'm going to give you right now is 813-239-9663. That's 813-239-9663. Call in, mention that you're donating for the conversation, certainly, and that you'd like to do it in memory of the great Robert Duvall and the great Jesse Jackson.
And it would be appropriate for Jesse Jackson because he fought for injustice. And
We're celebrating Black History Month.
And we're celebrating Black History Month. And that's what this radio station, as a community station, stands for, is that we are always dealing with making injustice, bringing it to the light. We are talking about that in our community constantly. So please, if you'd like to, if you want to dedicate your donation to Reverend Jackson, feel free.
So, thank you all. Thank you for indulging us there at the top of the show. Now, let me go ahead and say also, I got a couple of thanks here. A couple of thanks. We've got to thank. Thank you to Stephanie and Romelia and everyone at La Segunda Bakery, La Segunda Central, La Segunda Bakery, located at 2512 North 15th Street, right here in Ybor City. They sent breakfast sandwiches, pastries, and café con leche for the staff and volunteers taking your pledges this morning, and we appreciate you starting us off so perfectly. Thank you, Stephanie, Romelia. Copeland, and the entire More family. You guys always step up for us, and there's no better way to start your day than with a good breakfast sandwich or perhaps a cinnamon bun, and their café con leche is legendary. Also, Cheesecake Richard brought us cheesecake and apple walnut cakes, which are delicious, by the way. Joey, if you haven't been in there to taste some of that, please do. Thanks for the sweetness, Richard. You are so good to us, and we'll be enjoying this all week. Thank you to Stephanie, Darren, Joshua, and everyone at Mother Kombucha. Kombucha, can you say that 3 times, Joey?
Kombucha.
Thank you. Located in Pinellas County, they donated kombucha or living tea to share with us here at Community Radio. This is what it takes. It takes a village, everybody. It takes a village. This is Community Radio, and it's never more apparent than on a day like today when we are reaching out to the community to help us raise funds.
That's right. And folks, in case that little expose of food being donated and cared for, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that there are volunteers all through this building right now. They are working hard to bring all of this to the place where we can have you come to us with money. And back in one corner of this building is a kind of boiler room.
Yes, it is right now.
Where there are people sitting on phones, taking phone calls and going through all the paperwork to document this, to work with you in whatever your donation may be. And to do that for hours on end without food would be difficult. And so these food donations, they matter.
They're critical.
Just like cash.
So when we say that operators are standing by, boy, they are standing by.
Literally.
We've got, it's kind of it's a combo between, it's an ant farm and a beehive. It's it's a lot of activity, and you don't want to be standing in the way when the papers go flying. And we're hoping that in a couple of minutes that door will open up and we'll get some of these.
And thank you to them. Thank you so much back there.
So we've got some pledges that we want to read. We've got some donations that we want to read, and I'm going to start this off and say thank you to the Anonymous family. And if you were listening to Shelley this morning and Duncan, I mean, the Anonymous family is always here for us. You know, sometimes they don't want their names read aloud, which is fine. We respect that.
Yes.
But this Anonymous donation of $250 has made a challenge, right? So anybody who would like to meet that challenge, $250, if you come up with a $250 donation, Anonymous
Thank you
is
so
going to
much.
hit us again with it.
That must have been Reginald
I love
Anonymous.
Reginald, I remember him.
Because a lot of money, he has some money, or
Yes,
she
he does. Yes, he does.
Or his sister, either one of them, yeah.
So do you want to go back and forth and you read one and I'll read one?
Yeah,
Joey?
sure.
You take that one. You take the next one.
I'd like to thank Arminda Mata in Ybor City for her donation of $108. Thank you so much, Arminda, who runs the baseball museum
At Al Lopez House.
Al Lopez House in Ybor City, and is the director of history there and doing incredible outreach into the community, by the way.
Thank you, Arminda. So the next donation that I'll give great thanks to is our city councilman, Bill Carlson. Bill Carlson, thank you, Bill Carlson. That's
Thank
for
you, Bill.
And that's for Arminda because I didn't ring it just a moment ago. Thank you to the conversation. He says this is $100, and we thank you because we need lots of those $100 today, Joey. We've got $2,400 to raise, guys. The good news is we've hit our goal each and every time. And the good news is each and every time we do, they move
But
that
only
goal.
with your help.
Yeah, they moved that goalpost on us. So if the last time we raised $1,800 or $1,600, this time it's $2,400.
Yes.
So help us if you can. And let me give you that number again. Operators are standing by. It's 813-239-9663. We've got lots of great merch also. So when
We're going to get into that.
When you make a donation, don't forget to ask what your donation might purchase for you, because then you can get one of these T-shirts. You can get the travel mug, the tumbler. There are so many different things, and our staff over here puts a lot of forethought into making each fundraising drive unique, right? So you don't want to have the same.
So it's not
merchandise.
stale merch.
Correct. No, that's good. That's good. What do you got, Joey?
Yeah. So I'd like to say thank you to my dear friend Phil Sabran, who donated $250.
Oh, Phil.
Phil, thank you so much. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Phil Sabran works for the Chamber of Commerce in Ybor City. He is a historian, and he was once a civil rights attorney in another life, and he is an amazing man, and I so deeply appreciate it, Phil. Thank you.
And he's a dear friend of yours. So there you go.
Yeah.
And we thank you, Phil. We thank you. I'll have another donation from Anonymous, a $35 donation from the Anonymous family. And those Anonymous donations, they cash just as good as those that have names affixed to them. So thank you, Anonymous, for your $35 tax-deductible charitable donation. What do you got, Joey? What do you got?
I have another dear friend for both of us, and this is Elpidio Otero, who is
AKA?
who's Pete Otero, and Pete is a dear friend of both of ours, and he's an avid listener of WMNF, and he donated $53 and is just, we appreciate it so deeply, Pete.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you for being not only our dear friend and brother, but for always being there for us when we need your support. And today, we certainly need your support. To my dear friend, Barbara Jaskowski, that's for Pete. To my dear friend, Barbara Jaskowski, and you know Barbara as well.
Yes.
We all do. Thank you, Barbara, for your donation of $50. The 50s and the 50s and the 50s, they add up, Barbara. Thank you.
Yes, and then I have one last one here in my hot little hand, Rosalie Sims.
Okay.
And Rosalie is also a dear friend. She is from the great tradition of the Sicilians of Ybor City, and she also works for the Chamber and has been involved in Ybor City most of her life, and she is donated $108.
Come on,
Rosalie, thank you so much.
I hope she got one of the nice shirts or something for her. For her
we'll
donation.
get her something.
Please,
we'll hook her
we
up.
need to.
Yeah.
Also, let me just say right here at the top of the show, it's only 23 minutes in. We've got a donation that came to us because Joey, we're all over. We are WMNF.org is worldwide.
That's correct.
So there's no reason why somebody who is right now sitting in London, England, at 5:23 in the afternoon couldn't be listening to us live.
Absolutely.
And making a donation.
And we hope so.
Which we appreciate. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because we have a donation that came to us by way of Houston, Texas. Our dear friend, Amelia Munoz. Amelia, thank you so much.
Thank you, Amelia.
$53.70.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
And we do a Facebook Live here each and every week from our Facebook page, The Conversation. And the conversation, if you wanted to ever get a glimpse at what happens here behind the scenes, right? Behind the scenes, you can watch Joe and I do our thing, which is interesting. I got to be honest with you. When we have a guest here, which is each week, whenever we're not fundraising, you'll see the three of us in the shot. You can watch us and listen to us in real time. So Amelia always watches. She's always sweet. She knows we're on Wednesdays at noon, and she tunes in. Amelia, te quiero mucho. Thank you for your generous donation, and we hope you got some merch for your donation. Joy, you got one there?
Yes, I've got one that I suspect came through your dear friendship with Allison Fonseca.
Oh, Allison.
Allison, who...
Circle of Friends, I think.
Circle of Friends, I believe she's involved with, and... I'm not sure about the amount, but the point is we appreciate it so profoundly, Allison.
Thank you. And one more, and then we'll just have to make solicitations and wait for you guys to call in. We didn't want to read all of them at the top of the show, but now that we have, we'll get finished and we'll move on to the next batch of yellow sheets because that's how they come to us, y'all. I know that we buy our copy paper here, especially these yellow papers by the gross because we need them during fundraising times. Let me give you the number, okay? It's 813-239-9663. That's 813-239-9663. When you call in, it goes right into the phone answering room, and the phone takers will take your pledge, and then they'll walk right in here with these little yellow papelitos, and they'll tell us exactly who you are and whether or not we can mention your name on the air. Most everybody is generous, and they allow us to do that. So this last one here for $108 comes from Alex and Kelsey Nunez, and that's also from Denver, Colorado. So again, people are listening to us from wherever they are, and they're answering the call. So
wait a minute, that's a Nunez, and your last name is Nunez.
I don't know if we're related, but he could be my son. I'm just saying, it could be my son. It could have been that there was a little bit of arm twisting there going on, but thank you, Alex. Thank you, Papa. You're always right there when we need you.
That's very sweet.
And Kelsey, his fiance, but he's
helping out Papa.
I have to say, Kelsey is his fiance, Dr. Nunez and Dr. Conrad. And listen, let me tell you.
There you go.
But to see it written as Alex and Kelsey Nunez, it's kind of the first time I read it out loud.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
So let me just say something to inspire those who are listening. You know, all of the news forum and public forum, public affairs shows here at WNF, they're all amazing. We were talking about Shelley Reback on Midpoint.
Strong.
But they're all amazing shows in which they deal very often with topical issues and various kinds of issues of the day. We are doing something a little different here at The Conversation, because what we do here is we bring in individuals and let them share their narrative. And those individuals will probably, in the course of that conversation, get to a topic or a thing in their lives that is important to them. But that is not the sole reason we bring them here. We bring them here so that you can connect with their narrative. And we here at the Conversation at the intersection of culture and community.
Say that again, Joey. It sounds so good.
At the intersection of culture and community.
Thank you.
We believe that community is connected through culture. And so what happens is that people come and share their story and you relate, and there is a connection. And it is our belief that everybody has a story and everybody has something to share. And the people that we do bring here are people that are sometimes well known in the area. They might have some celebrity status for some reason that they've achievement, or they may just be someone off of the street that you have never heard of and have no awareness of. And I think that has a kind of universal quality. And what made me think of all this is when you said someone might be listening in London, because even though we are a local communities are radio show,
Joey.
Our community is expanding, isn't it? And so you might be listening in Chicago, but you might have a connection to somebody who is a guest on our show, and that's what we are hoping for. And by the way, that's what we need support for today to continue that.
And full disclosure, before we get to Sean Canan, who just walked in the studio with a yellow paper, we love to see that. There's a reason that my that my headphones weren't working properly at the outset. I won't say that I didn't have them plugged in properly, but hey, I might have not had them plugged in properly. But I'm in the studio, and so is Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, so I want to thank Kathy Bonner for a wonderful $25 contribution to The Conversation, and this is in memory of her love, Captain Bones. So thank you for that donation. We're looking
Captain
for
Bones. Yes, thank you, Kathy, so much. I miss Connor so much.
We're looking for everyone's contribution right now. So thank you for that, Kathy. Very sweet donation. And if you can make a contribution to The Conversation right now, the number is 813-239-9663, and you can also donate at WMNF.org. It looks like we have a couple people on the line. That's fantastic to see. We're hoping to hear from you. 813-239-9663.
Thank you so much,
Thanks, Sean.
We've got great merch, everybody. Great merch. If you want to look on the website, you can see what's there and available, and it's pretty spectacular. Like I said, a lot of forethought goes into the creation of all of the merchandise. Hey, do we have a little song that we want to play, or do we want maybe a little something, I won't say traveling music, because we're not leaving, we're not going anywhere, but maybe just an opportunity for us to catch our breath real quick.
Some donation music.
What do you got there, Jess? Doesn't that get you excited, Joey? It gets me excited every time. Let me just share with you guys, the most powerful way to support WMNF isn't just a one-time gift. It's joining the Circle of Friends. Circle of Friends members give monthly, even just $5 a month, creating steady support that keeps the station strong all year long. And it also shows your commitment to WMNF. And this fund drive, when you join at $5 a month, you'll receive our Circle of Friends lunch tote. It's a lunch tote you can take everywhere with our logo on it and let everybody know that you support WMNF. At $10 a month or more, you'll get our Bob Whitmore designed T-shirt. And that T-shirt, I was going to tell you, I made the cut, Joey. I'm on the T-shirt. I know you missed out on this, but maybe next time you'll get in there. A literal circle made up of the staff and programmers who bring this station to life every day, of which Joey and I are and Jessica are extremely proud to be a part of. That's what WMNF is, a circle of friends. Join in all the fun at WMNF.org or call 813-239-9663. Operators are standing by presently. Joey.
Yes.
Circle of Friends, my man.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Circle of Friends, a little bit every month, and you pay your bill. And by the way, one of the items on our gift, not gift, excuse me.
It's our
Think of the word.
Merchandise.
Merchandise.
Merch. Yep.
Yes, I couldn't grab merch for a moment.
It was stuck.
My merch lever was stuck in my brain. But one of them is our 14-ounce tumbler. That's $75 or $7 a month. Now, let's think about this, folks. You can get a tumbler that you can drink a coffee out of, and that coffee would cost you $7 a month. But by getting that tumbler, you are supporting WMNF while you're having coffee. Is there anything better than that?
And speaking of coffee, Joey, you and I are both coffee aficionados, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't start my day without it, and sometimes I don't end my day without it. I think next time around that we do this fundraiser, and we're going to be doing it again, Joey.
Of course.
We're going to be doing it again. I think next time around, we're going to take a page off of Shelley Reback's book. Shelley, with that whistle that she had, ice out whistle that she had, she sold out. She sold out all of her whistles. And
yes,
I thought to myself, Shelley's such a beast. She's such an incredible fundraiser that we're going to take a page off of her playbook, and next time we're going to come up with some kind of personalized merch just for our show. And I have a sneaky suspicion, again, I won't give Shelley all the credit, but I have to because she came up with the idea, a little cafecito cup, like a demi-tasse cup of coffee with the conversation and perhaps our logo on it. I think that's the way we're going to go. So get ready for that. That's coming next time. Look who just walked in the studio.
Oh, it's Sam.
Hello.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey, I thought I'd come in a little bit early before my show just to say
loosen up,
hi,
just to loosen up.
Loosen up a bit with my favorite peeps,
Thank
Mario
you.
and Joe and
Thank
Jessica.
Gosh, gee
Yeah.
whiz.
Gee whiz. But
I know.
I know it's a special time right now. It is
Yes.
our fun drive right here at WMNF. We are community radio. That means that we are not supported by overlords and companies and
Yes.
CEOs and any of those kinds of people. Instead, we're supported by the people, which is you in our community. So I thought that I would say, please donate and please be generous, because what other show, I think more so, is really so about the community, such as The Conversation, where you two bring in community members from around our area, as well as right here within the station too, and you give them a voice about the good things that they are doing within Tampa Bay. I think that's really important, and it brings a great local aspect that you are not going to hear on national news or on anywhere else except for WMNF. So thank you, Mario and Joe, and please, if you're listening right now, donate at 813-239-9663. I think we actually just got a donation.
Well,
'Cause when
this
Sammy
is
makes
one
the
we've
call-
read before.
Is it?
Yes.
Let's read it again.
Well, this is
Thank you
Kathy
again.
Bonner in honor of Captain Bones.
Maybe it's a second. Maybe she just got so inspired she gave again.
That could be. I don't know.
That could be.
That could be. If so,
Kathy,
thank you, Kathy.
We loved you
not
before.
unheard
We
of.
love you more now.
That's right. That's right. Hey, yeah, and please, if you're in a spot, if you're in a position where you can donate multiple times, or if you're feeling inspired in that way to give back to
Absolutely.
your community, we'll take whatever you are willing and able.
Absolutely.
They say that all news and like politics too, all news is hyper local, right? So
Yes.
the news sources that come to you, that mean the most to you, that affect your life in the most meaningful way,
That's right.
are the things that are the closest to you. And there's nothing closer to you boots on the ground, ear to the ground than a community radio station, which
Yes.
is WMNF 88.5.
I love that Sam addressed the corporate overlords. You know, I think that we don't want to paint all corporations as evil, of course, but the truth really is the extent in which it is now involved in our life has become an issue, and it's an issue that we have to deal with. And is it going to be that eventually one man is going to, and it's probably going to be a man, one man is going to own everything on earth? Is that what we're moving toward? What you're constantly dealing with what the corporate world is dishing out to you, and here you have a chance to be completely free of that. We don't have that kind of influence
if
here.
you forgive me for jumping in, Joey, but if I don't jump in, I forget. Quite honestly, but if you have that sensation, that sense of that inkling to stick it to the man, or wait, or let him know that he's number one by showing him that the digit that I'm talking about. This may be that opportunity.
Yes.
So let that emotion come out by means of making a donation to WMNF, and
Absolutely.
and certainly to the conversation, because this is your chance to stand up as a community to say, listen, we're not going to take this anymore. And even though, as Joe alluded to, and you know, with Shelley's show and other shows like Shelley's, they delve into the political, and that's what we need that too. Joe and I highlight personal narratives, which also is it's a balm. It's something that soothes the heart, but it introduces you to players here locally that are important in your life. So thank you for those that are donating and continuing to do so.
I was going to
Sam?
say, just like George in Sarasota, he just donated $180. He's going to go to Tropical Heat Wave.
Come on, George! Come on,
At
George!
the Cuban
Thank you,
Club
George.
in Ybor.
George.
You're going to have a blast, George. Like, I'm telling you, we have some great bands coming, such as Elin Jewel, Keller Williams, Cracker. Remember
wow.
the song Low?
Yeah.
Like, that was like their big hit. And
Wow.
what's so cool is that, they're going to be coming to the Cuban Club on April 25th at, and they're going to be outside on the patio on the big stage.
Yes.
But
And
it's going to be a great time.
It's going to be one of the best ever heat waves, if not the best. It's just amazing what's going to happen at this particular one, I think.
Donate now, 813-239-9663. You can also go online to WMNF.org.
Yes.
Thank you, George. Thank you. And listen, we kind of kicked around the idea before we went on the air today, whether or not we were going to do something special, for Joe and I for this show. But now I think we're going to do it, Joey. I think we're going to do it because I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Look, if you'd like to have lunch with me and Joe, and by that I mean if you'd like for us to sit with you while you're eating, unless you want to buy us lunch, we will join you. It doesn't mean necessarily that we're asking you to buy our lunch, although that would be acceptable. But if you'd like us to be, like if you would like to meet us in person, the next person that donates $100 here in the Bay Area, someplace we can drive to, Joey and I will jump in the car and we'll come out and have lunch with you. If you'd like to just sit with two wild and crazy guys.
I would love to do that.
And have a conversation.
I would love to do
have
that.
the conversation, as it were. We'd love to do that. So 813-239-9663, $100. Not that much. We'll come out and join you.
Oh, how fun. And, thank you so much to Missy in Tampa donating $268.
Oh, my
Missy.
God. Missy.
Missy, I love you, Missy.
She wants to contribute this donation to the West Tampa community in particular.
Oh, Missy,
wow.
she's the best. She's
Oh,
absolutely
Missy,
the
thank
best.
you so
We love
much.
you,
Thank
Missy.
you so much for donating. 813-239-9663. I've also been told that if you are having trouble getting through the phones, because we may have a lot of people trying to call right
Come
now.
on now.
Just go
on.
to WMNF.org, click that donate button. You can also donate there if you're having any trouble getting through the lines because, hey, it's a fun drive. And
That's right.
the phone calls are coming in.
But if you donate online, folks, the information will go through that magical digital system, and we will see it, and we will still read it on air. So if a phone call is difficult, go straight
Navigate and try to find the conversation if you could.
Yes.
Because that way we can get credit for the donation.
Yes. CON is the marker.
CON is our three-letter
Designation.
Designation. Thank you, Joey, for that. Because, I got stuck there, too. My designation letter was stuck. It's hell getting old, Joey.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Hey, and when you're online, too, you can also, when you are donating, you see all of the great thank you gifts that we can also give
Those
you
thank
as
you
well.
gifts.
Incredible merch.
Sam, talk a little little bit about that. What's the brain trust behind who gets to decide what shirts, what tumblers, what gifts are offered?
Oh, yeah. So like the behind the scenes, if you will, is that we have an incredible development team here at the station. It is Sherry, our development director, Robin, our membership coordinator, and Ernesto in communications. What's amazing is that they come together and they really brainstorm okay, so it's February. For us, that's kind of like springtime. We're starting to get a little bit warmer. What do people, or what does someone listening to WMNF, what would they maybe want this time of year? And what would be, good for them? That's why in the summers, we sometimes offer a beach bag and the beach towel and that kind of thing. I believe this year we have, I think, a lunch tote bag, which is cute. We also, I love this new T-shirt design with the flowers.
Yes.
That's
Spring
really,
flowers.
very springtime, very nice for the season. We have all sorts of, a ceramic planter that says rooted in community. How nice is that, especially for the conversation?
The T-shirt says many roots, one community, and it's beautiful. It's flowers, it's just in time for spring.
And let me just say that shirt is designed by local artist Robin Milkowitz, and she's incredibly talented.
The aforementioned Robin.
And therefore,
it's locally supported.
Yeah, it's locally supported. Everything about this is local.
She's
and
a
what
professional.
Sam is
She's
describing,
a professional graphics designer.
She is.
Yeah, what Sam is describing is we're not just going to have some old merch that we had laying around that we're going to pull out every fund drive and try to give it to you. These people are working through committee, through process to get these fresh images and objects and items available to you that is going to excite you. It's something that you're going to want to own.
And it's limited. It's limited, right?
Correct.
It's only for this fund drive.
Correct.
And then these offers, these items, these fun little swag things that you can show your community that you support the community, you support the conversation, you support WMNF. That's only available now. So
That's
do
right.
not wait. Donate 813-239-9663 or online at WMNF.org.
That's how you can tell, Joey, that you've been donating for a while, because when you see people out in the community and you look and they're wearing one of the WMNF shirts that may have been 3 seasons ago, and you go, oh, I have that shirt too.
Yeah.
Wow, you've been supporting for a while, because each of the shirt has a little date on it. And then we know, okay, that was from the 2017 campaign, so on and so forth.
Yes.
So
That was from the 90s. That was from the 80s.
Yes.
So cool.
How long have we been here now?
September 14th, 1979.
Come on.
79. That is so incredible to think that. I've heard the stories, I've seen the pictures and the photos of when people went door to door and literally door to door with the cans, the very
We've heard those stories.
That's right.
on foot, going to people around the neighborhoods around Tampa Bay saying, hey, we're creating a radio station that's for and by us, the community, the people who live here in Tampa Bay, not the people who live, in states away or are owned by a big corporation. It's really grassroots. It's so cool. And there's even a picture of people going down the street with the tower, the radio tower, and erecting it. So if you want to donate and be a part of that community, call now, 813-239-9663. We have Sean Canan here. Hello, Sean.
Hey, Sam. I'm going to interrupt for just a second to say that so far we've raised $1,152. That's great. We still have about $1,247 to go. So we really need to hear from you right now. 813-239-9663. You can also donate on our secure website, WMNF.org.
Just click that donate
Thank you,
button.
Sean. Thank you for
Sean.
that. So we know what our goal is, and we know how much
So
we need
basically,
to push.
what we've done, we need to do again.
Yep.
That's all.
And we can do that.
We can do that with your help.
There's about 15 minutes left in show, and I think if the phones, and listen, we know when the phones are ringing because there's a light in the studio, and we know when the light goes
Yes,
off, like it's going off right now.
That's right.
Here comes another caller. So listen, let's keep the light flashing. Let's keep the calls coming in. Let's see how close, if not through. Let's not run to the tape, Joey. Let's run through the tape, right?
That's
let's
right.
not raise the $2,400. Let's raise $2,500, $2,600, $2,700 because it all goes to the good. And this station here exists because of you. Really and truthfully. I know we watch that on PBS when we see WEDU. They say, this show brought to you by viewers like you. Well, wasn't that
a
good?
good voice.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
good?
that was
Wasn't that
good.
good? Thank you.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you.
good.
Thank you.
That
I'll
was good.
ring a bell for myself. So I'm just saying that we are here. We not only serve you, but we're here because of you. So thank you and continue to give generously.
And if you listen and you want to support us, remember that we are only here because of support. In other words, I don't want to go negative, but I just want to say to you that if a show does not hit their goal after a few times, people who make decisions here might say, well, that's too bad. And so we don't want that to
we
happen,
don't want to
do
get
we?
whacked, do we, Joey? We don't want to get
we don't want to get whacked.
No.
So
Especially when you do so much for the community, right? Like, again, you bring in these excellent guest speakers that really show what you can do as an individual to make a difference here in Tampa Bay.
Absolutely.
That's so important.
And Sam, I can tell you this from my heart to your heart. We do love what we do. Joey and I love what we do. So much so that if it got to that point ever, Joey, I'm getting the coffee can and I'm going door to door, brother.
And we'll just have to
because I'm going to make
it
up
happen.
the difference. I'm going to make it happen one way or the
Make
other.
it happen.
But you
And-
know what? Maybe the people out in the community will help us make that happen.
That's right.
813-239-9663. Pick up, look, I'm going to sound like the Jerry Lewis telephone now. Pick up
Right.
the phone and give us a call. 813-239-9663. Operators want to talk to you.
And folks, we've had people on this show that even I did not understand the impact that their story was going to have on us. And I have sat in this chair and felt wet-eyed and emotional because people have shared with us their story. And that's what we try to get to. We try to get to not only the facts, but the feelings of what it means to be a human being in our society. And we believe that this is very important. And that's why we are here.
what
And we
connects
hope
us,
that
Joey.
you believe
Yeah.
the same and will support us.
It's what it's all about, really, at the end of the day. Like, radio is supposed to be about connection. Sure,
Yes.
we may not be able to see you right now, but we know that you're there, and we know that you're listening right now, and we know that we care about you, and that you care about us, and we know that there is that connection there. So if you are a part of the conversation, even if we don't know it, if you're always tuning in and you are listening to this conversation right now,
That's right.
call 813-239-9663, WMNF.org. I got to go, but Mario and Joe, you got this.
Thank you.
Got this.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Absolutely.
That's
Thank
not
you.
one, that's not two, but that's 3 bell rings
Aw,
for
thank
Sam,
you.
who is absolutely the best.
Oh, right back at you.
We appreciate
I know
it.
you can make this goal.
And
We love you.
And the audience is
you
going to
too.
hear you in just a little bit.
That's right. It's the music, but hey, we're focusing on you right now.
I
My
understand.
time will come. My time will come.
Stay tuned for more Sam later.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sam. Let me also, before we get off the air here in just a couple of minutes, one more time give just a warm greeting and a thank you to the people, to the family, my familia over at La Segunda Bakery. Once again, to Stephanie, to Romelia, and to Copeland, the More family, 2512 North 15th Street, on the corner of 15th Street and 15th Avenue in historic Ybor City. Thank you. They sent breakfast sandwiches this morning, pastries and café con leche for the staff and the volunteers taking your pledges. They're still in there working their little fingers off right now. And I have it on good account that they don't necessarily have their headphones or their headsets working this morning. So they're actually having to do it old style by grabbing the receiver and putting it to their ear. But they are such troopers that they're working just for you. We appreciate you starting us off so perfectly. La Segunda Central Bakery. The volunteers are ready, they're locked and loaded, and they're ready to get your call. So please do. We got about 13 minutes left in show. 813-239-9663.
That's right, folks. And let me just
we gotta
say
make
that
a push, Joey.
in that 12 or 15 minutes we have, we need to raise $1,247, folks. So
Can we do that, Joe?
We can do it.
I think so.
We either need 12 people to come in with $100 or 6 people to come in with $200. And I'll just continue down that road.
Yeah,
There's
or
mathematics
one
there.
person. Yeah, or one person to come in with
Or one person.
a $1,250 check and say this done.
That's
Doesn't even
right.
have to be a check. You can put that on your credit card.
That's
you
right.
can put that on your card, and I expect that you can. And you know what? What is $1,200? How about this one, Joey? How about this one? How about somebody to come in with $100 a month, right?
That's
Circle
right.
of friends.
Yes.
Okay, so that if they come in with $100 a month, Circle of Friends, there's $1,200.
That's correct.
That'll get us to where we need to be, and that means one thing and one thing only. First of all, Joey and I are going to come have lunch with you every month because that's $100 a month.
That means we love you.
And we will. And
Yeah.
we absolutely will. So if you got it and you don't mind sharing it and you're a fan of the conversation like we hope that you are, and if you enjoy our show each and every week, Joe and I are dear friends. And we will continue to be dear friends even if we get whacked and we have to leave our microphones behind, which we're not going to let that happen.
No.
We appreciate the fact that you guys are out there with us each week. We will always solicit for your ideas if you have ideas for guests.
Correct.
You want us to take the conversation in a certain direction. Topics that we haven't covered that we need to be more cognizant of, we'd love to do that as well. Or if you've got some people in the community that need to be highlighted, we'd love to hear from you as well. We need $1,200 plus or minus in the next 15 minutes or so.
We can do it. Come on, folks.
So pick up that phone.
Please.
And give us a call.
That's right.
813. I'm going to this. I don't even have to look at the number anymore, Joey. It's posted right there, but it's right off the tip of my tongue. 813-239-9663.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Did you mean that number was 813-239-9663?
That's
Is that
the
what you
number.
meant?
That's the
okay.
number.
All right. Folks, that's the number that you need to call. Also, as we said earlier, you can go through the digital matrix of WMNF's website, and you can find us, and you can donate there.
If you're friends with Joe and I are on Facebook, and we have a lot of friends, Joey. You and I have been in this community for a minute. We have a lot of friends.
That's another way of saying we're old.
I see the gray in your beard, and you see the gray in mine. We also have our fundraiser posted on our respective Facebook pages. So if you can't get to a phone right now, or maybe you're listening to this show in the archives.
That's right.
And we should mention...
Well, you're out in the car, you're driving, you're eating pretzels right now.
You don't want to stop.
And you just can't stop and do your phone. Go to our Facebook pages or go to the Facebook page of the conversation, and you can donate right there. We've made it easy for you.
We try to make it easier and easier each and every time. And I will say this, Joe. You mentioned driving and eating a pretzel. Why would you do that? Why would you drive and eat a pretzel?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I don't even like pretzels.
They're not bad.
It came up as an example. I see people
That's
eating
interesting.
in their car all the time.
Yeah, and
So, that's okay. If you're eating in your car right now and you just don't have an extra hand.
Pull over and pick up your phone. You know it's right there. Like in the commercial, you see it. It's right there. Just pick up that phone.
That's right.
And call 813.
We don't want you dialing while you're driving.
663. Look, Joey, look. Whenever they come in that doorway right there and they bring in that yellow paper, we get excited.
So sweet. Yes, we have another donation for
How much?
$100.
Come on. Is that for lunch? Are we doing lunch with that person? What does it say in that box right there, Joey?
I'm looking. Comments. I enjoy the program all the time.
And who's that from?
That's from Rick. Where am I here?
Right
Rick
up here.
Dutton
Okay.
from Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah, see, Sarasota's in the house. It was George earlier from Sarasota. He got
Yes.
the heat wave tickets.
Sarasota is in the house.
Yes, they are.
Nice.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Rick.
Sarasota.
I think Sarasota always shows up. I think because they feel your kinship as a Bradenton boy. So you know what I mean? There's that Sarasota Bradenton connection.
That's right. Well, for many years when people say, where are you from? I would say Sarasota because nobody knew where Bradenton was. But
Bradenton,
because
everybody.
Mr. Ringling made Sarasota internationally known. But thank you, Rick. Rick, we appreciate it so profoundly and so deeply. Thank you.
You guys get some merch now. Get some merch. I know you don't have to, but you should if you're making that kind of a donation, because then you can wear your T-shirt around town and strike up that conversation with your friends at the grocery store, wherever you might happen to be. I think it's a great idea. 813-239-9663. Jess, one more quick tune. What you got there? Something that's going to inspire some people to pick up their phones and give us a donation or a pledge. we need a hero. Are you that hero that we're looking for? Let me just say that
Please be a hero.
Yep, we have in the studio here with us a monitor that indicates, who's on the phone. We've got 2 people on the phone right now. We need 2 more people. We need to keep the phone answerers busy.
That's right.
And there are like 5 or 6 of them sitting around 3 tables that when one is on the phone and the next phone rings, it just circles around and it keeps going around. They're all linked. And we want that last person sitting there in that last seat to be on the phone. That means we've got 5 or 6 people on the line at the same time. So if you're out there and you're just waiting until the last second to call, this is your chance. This is the last call. This is your chance to make that call. 813-239-9663. We would love to hear from you. We've got some money to raise.
That's right. Keep our volunteers working. Work them right down to their little nubby knuckles.
Work them to the nubs, or let's put it this way. Let's work off that La Segunda breakfast that they had a little while ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and do that. We've got some great programs coming up for you the rest of the year, and we'll be doing this again in a few months. But right now, it's critically important that we meet our goal.
Yes,
We've got, I
folks.
think, about $700-800 to go yet. You guys are stepping up and stepping in and answering the call. 813-239-9663. Let's hear from you.
By the way, we already have some great guests lined up in just the next few weeks, and we are excited about it, and we hope you are excited
Jessica,
too.
let them hear your voice today, Jess. Make one plea for us before we get off the air. Let them hear that sweet voice of yours. There she goes.
Coming to you
she's
now, folks.
ripping that
The
microphone
dulcet
around.
tones of Jessica Green.
There we go.
Sorry. So welcome to Wednesday, News and Public Affairs in WMNF. I'm here every Wednesday from 9 a.m. and bringing you the best that News and Public Affairs has to offer on that day. We really appreciate your help today to give us a boost. It's just the start of our fund drive here, but we have a long week ahead of us, and we are trusting you, our community, to make up for the deficit of the federal funds that we've lost, because we don't even want to be dependent on federal funds anymore. We want our community's voice to be heard, and we want to help you be responsible for that. So give us a call and help out the shows that are coming up this week.
What's that number, Jess? Do you know that number, Jess?
We have 2 numbers, actually, 813-238-8001. That's normally our switchboard line, but our studio line is also available for you. It's 813-239-9663.
And we thank you, Jessica,
And
so
there
much.
she is, folks.
We have the awesome responsibility of starting the pledge drive week off, because they always start on Wednesday. They always start with the very first show, which is the first live show, and that's and that's Shelley Reback's show, Midpoint.
That's
and
right.
Jessica works the board for that show as well. So she's here. She's one of our awesome volunteers, and she's here all the time. Jessica just puts in the hours.
Wednesday.
Thank you so much. Well, I got another little yellow paper here in my hand. This one comes from Tanya Anderson from Pinellas Park, Florida, $27.10, and we thank you. And she's got the acrylic flower head magnet, so we just want to say thank you, because you know what we know? Here's what we know, Tanya. All of these donations add up.
Absolutely,
And they all go to
Tanya.
the
That's
bottom
cool.
line. Thank you
Plus,
for
I'm glad
listening.
I
Pinellas
was
Park
beginning
is
to
in the
think
house.
people weren't going to get any
magnets?
weren't going to get any of our gifts. So, this merch is here for us to say thank you to you. So, Tanya, thank you so much.
I would like to very much read a couple of more of these donations into Sam's show, which follows us here in less than 6 minutes. We've got about 45 seconds left, Joey. Thank everybody. We got about 45 seconds left, Joe.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Jessica Green.
Thank you, Jess.
She is the OG of board ops here, and man, she makes this work. Thank you so much. We're so lucky to have her. And then coming up next is going to be bam, here I am, Sam.
Every week she's got a new name.
That's
because
right.
That's how it
and
goes.
she's going to be playing, doing It's the Music Wednesday, but she's also going to be asking for her money.
No, she's going to be asking for money.
So, folks,
No music this week.
just go ahead and connect in.
Thank you very much, everybody. Call in one last time, 813-239-9663. We will see you next week. This is